Chevrolet in Lake Oswego. And a good Saturday evening to you all. Glad to have you with us. A lot of news for you.
You'll be on the special Tuesday show on the 19th. I just here with Antonio through Spain, Madrid, and Barcelona, and into England. And this man is a true flyer in the word.
Right.
He is a great, great wrestler. And as I mentioned before, it would do me a great honor if this man would team up with me. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope the promoters will see fit to team us up, because and then into Albany on Wednesday.
Well, I'm sure that they're looking forward to you fellas too, and I'm sure there are probably even some salmon up there waiting for you and Dutch and the fishermen.
I hope so, Frank.
Rick, thank you very much. Rick Hunter.
Our second match this evening is one fall, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing on my left, 240 pounds, from Florida, sensational Ricky Hunter. His opponent, 230 pounds, just returning from main events in San Francisco, Haru Sasaki.
Well, you just saw an action in the ring, 15 minutes of hard action, a little rest, and he'll be one of those back for that over-the-top battle royal, Haru Sasaki.
Yes, I just come here to just say a few words here. First of all, I want to tell the people in Clement Falls, they're going to have me there in their auditorium, and it's a great honor for them to have me there. They should be proud that they could have a name like me, Haru Sasaki, to be over in that little town of Clement Falls. These are the guys who come up here and say they're going to fishing. They don't fool me. They don't fool me. Another town I want to tell you about is Eugene. People there saw me there last night. And you know what? They're going to have the privilege to see me there again next Friday night. And you know you people there just love to see me there. And I heard you mention the names of Paul DeMarco and Luscious Lars Anderson.
Right.
I didn't hear what you had to say about them, but if I may remind you that they are the world's heavyweight champions.
Right.
Did you notify these ignorant people out on TV land about it?
We told the wrestling fans.
You did tell them. And I want to tell you, look at all these freeloaders around here. Because the seats are free. They don't know what to do with their kids. They all come out here freeloading. Why don't you just dig in your pocket and tell the promoter here that he should raise the prices? I come in back to this town after 13 months of absence and find these prices outrageous. They are too little for this kind of caliber of wrestlers they have here. They should raise the prices here. They can't go to New York, San Francisco, Detroit, or anywhere else and see prices like this. This is like paying coffee in a halfway house.
Well, as usual, worried about his pocketbook, and he is definitely after an increase in ticket price.
1 week from this coming Tuesday, September 19th, we're going to have a big special card here in Portland. Tuesday, September 19th, we're flying in Antonio Roca from San Francisco. He's one of the big names down around the San Francisco area. And also we'll have Stephen Littlebear here, September 19th, Tuesday. Our next match, this is one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing on my right, 265 pounds, making his home in Oregon, the great Dutch Savage. His opponent, 247 pounds, from San Francisco, the mad Italian Rick Rinaldo.
One of the stars of our Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon over Labor Day weekend, Lonnie Main. Lonnie,
Thank you, Frank. You know what really tickles me? I want to welcome all the kids back to school. We all got in here tonight, didn't we, kids, huh? Haru Sasaki screamed the other night. You can see the kids out there. The Skull and Tony Bourne, let them scream, let them holler. That's fine with me. Because I'll tell you one thing. These kids out here and these people, we always have a lot of fun, don't we? You can hear them. I wish I could have bought all the school clothes for them to get back in school. The only thing I could do is bring them in here with their parents. The Skull, Tony Bourne, and all of them, they're screaming their heads off. But me and Dutch are laughing about it. You know, Frank, I always get up here and scream, but I'm not going to scream tonight for one reason. We got a big week coming up, a very big week coming up. We're back in Longview with a lot of the people up there we haven't been.
Right.
Okay, very good. Klamath Falls, we're coming back up. Wednesday night, we're back in Albany. We got a couple big ones coming up. Salem, but Eugene's a big one, Frank. We got back there in Eugene with the people finally. We was out of there for about 2 months. It's good to be back. But can I just say one thing? Don't you people think we should get rid of Tony Bourne and the Skull once and forever? Hey, I don't lie, and that's the people from Oregon, and they don't lie either, and Dutch and me think the same way, Frank. I don't know what to say. What can I say?
Well, I can imagine that you say that you want another shot at the Skull and...
We want that championship match. They're bringing them guys in from Frisco, the champions down there, and there was nothing more than me and Dutch would love to beat Tony Bourne and the Skull. I got a special invitation for the Skull. I'd like to use his head for a bowling ball one night, is what I'd like to do. I'd like to use Tony Bourne's head for the pins, and I'd like to knock them both down. Haru Sasaki, we don't eat at no halfway house here. If I had my way, I'd let all the people in here free every night. And if you didn't like it, you know where you can go back to. Salem, Eugene, especially Eugene, and you people know what I'm talking about. Salem and all the way down the line, we'll be down there. And it's going to be a pleasure, Frank. I'm not going to scream tonight, okay?
Okay, good.
I ain't going to say nothing bad. I just want to say one thing. Let's do it, huh?
That's the one-man gang, and aptly named is the man, too.
Also one ball, 15-minute time limit. Introducing on my left, 232 pounds, West Indies, Sabu. His opponent, 300 pounds, from Indiana, the Skull.
Canadian Olympic team some years ago in Sapporo, Japan, but that isn't what Dutch Savage is thinking about right now.
Let me tell you something. This just shows you the mentality. Now, you tell me, all the people here, all you people out there that are watching, you tell me that that man is a brutal, vicious... This man, Lonnie, hit the nail right on the head. This man is totally insane. He should be driven from the Northwest. Completely exonerated. Get him out of here, and along with that, his little stooge, Tony Bourne. Look, I don't condone this kind of action. I wouldn't have got in there if Sabu wasn't hurt. He had that boy hurt, and he tried to cripple a guy. He even banged the referee. He should be fined. Let me ask you something, people. I don't care what Don Owens has for a main event here next Saturday. Tony, you bring that idiot of yours down here. I won't run from him. You won't find me cowering in a corner away from him. You bring him in here. Bull Ramus is on the lam right now. He won't show up. He's got 20 days. You bring the Skull down here Saturday, and by golly, you and the Skull both be backing out of here. I mean it, Frank. I've had it. I've had the bit with him.
Well, I know...
The guy's off his rocker. I don't care about the outcome of the match tonight.
Informed.
You let me tell you something right now. You don't go ask Don Owens. You don't ask Elton Owens. You don't ask anybody but me. I'm the guy, young man, who...
Well, tough Tony. Not looking too tough right now. And I'm going to... I'm going to get out of the way. Now it's the Skull. And Bourne double team. Lonnie, anybody? I think we're going to need some help up here. Behind the desk, bleeding from the hand. Our monitor's out. Going at it. somebody up here to help out. You see that blood flowing. And even his own man can't stop him. Oh, watch out. Lonnie Main. Well, with that, they head out. And you see the shape. I tell you, there's nothing that seems like that he won't go through. Well, let's try to get him into the dressing room, Lonnie. He's badly cut. Tell you what, we'll take a commercial time out here and try to get things squared away a little bit. We'll be back in just a moment. You better get him into the dressing room if you can, Lonnie. I think he's going to need a doctor to sew that up. Elton Owen standing in for Don.
Our final match is one fall to a TV time limit. Introducing on my left, 280 pounds, a one-man gang, Lonnie Main. His opponent, 250 pounds from Texas, El Gringo.
Well, the action underway.
Go,
With the sounding of the bell. Out goes El Gringo. And we're going to run up against the TV time limit on this one, mainly because of that activity up here in the crow's nest. About that time limit, because Maine is super hot. And Lonnie got up here. The skull had done his damage on Savage, and he bailed out. Remember, action coming up Monday, Longview, Kelso area, Mark Morris High. Tuesday, Klamath Falls. Wednesday at West Albany High School. Every Thursday, Salem. Every Friday, Eugene. And that special card a week from next Tuesday. Tuesday, September 19th. Stephen Littlebear and the great Antonio Rocca will be here. Gringo sneaks one in on Maine, and he has a one-man gang outside the ring and working on him there. And now it's El Gringo back into the ring. Getting an extra kick. And here comes the cry of his fans that sometimes bring Lonnie up, give him a little extra strength, clears his head a little quicker. He's back into the ring, but still in trouble. El Gringo really working on him. Lonnie, he really got thrown up in the air. Off the ropes, gonna get him again. No, he isn't. Man alive, he booted him 3/4 of the way across that ring. Uh-oh. A big right hand, and when it comes from Lonnie, it is big. The turnbuckle treatment, and he catches a knee coming in. Lonnie, in anger, pouring in on El Gringo, and Gringo got that knee up. He's down off the ropes, drops that time. Watch out now. He rolled him over and got the fall out of it. A fantastic move. And lest we forget, the Savages and the Mains know some holds. A brand new one on me, fantastically performed. Here, a week from Tuesday on the 19th. A short time before the news, the Skull, and with him, of course, Tough Tony Boy.
Well, Frank, first of all, I want to tell the people that we'll be in all of our spots next week, definitely in Salem, and definitely for that big match in Eugene. Just stand back and watch my boy operate. Now, I'm not a man to get up here and put a microphone in my hand and sit and cry about what's happened in that ring. That Savage comes up here, he sits and cries. I came up here to talk to him like a man. I expect to be treated like a man when I talk to a man like a man. Instead, he had to pull a sucker punch on me, lay me down on this table right here, and try to choke me to death. Well, with this man around, nobody's going to hurt me. If they are capable enough to hurt me, he's not going to let them do it. Now, Mr. Savage, and I'll take it for myself to call him Mr. I don't think too many people will. but he wants a match with the Skull. All right, you want it. You don't ask Donovan. You don't ask anybody. You ask me. But tonight you don't have to ask me. I'm telling you right now, you got it. You put your tights on. If you're able to come into this Battle Royal tonight, then if you come out of this Battle Royal, please, I beg of you, please be here next Saturday night, and you'll spill a lot more blood than what you spilled right here just a minute ago. This man done it to him in 5 seconds. What's he going to do to you in 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, or even a half an hour in that ring there? What's he going to do? Mr. Savage, you're trembling right now at the knees. You're trembling. You haven't got a gut in your body. You and me both are just pulling the wool over these people's eyes. Coming up, tell them how nice they are and that. There's not too many nice people around. I know the nice people. I know all of them. You come up here, you give them all this malarkey about what they are, what you can do for them.
Well, that's the word from Bourne.
I'm the man that makes things happen.
He's going on, but the big thing is
I don't come up
that he has accepted the match
not over the table.
for the Skull. So next Saturday, it'll be the Skull against Dutch Saudi. Live from the Portland Sports Arena, this has been Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Friendly Chevrolet in Lake Oswego.
Or any place anymore.
Directed by Denny Yermo.
I've got anything to say about it.
Technical Director,
I sure hope I got
Danachek.
my point over and made it
Board
clear to you
Director
and
Bob
everybody out
Bushnell.
there.
And
why I'm
remember
up
one
here.
thing.
I'm not here crying or anything like that. I don't cry. I don't have to cry.